Okay. Dear teachers, welcome to JS in English Learning. We are discussing the poems of Nizzim Ezekiel from the collection 10 20th century Indian poets, compiled and edited by R. Parthasarathi. And the poem that we are going to discuss is titled Philosophy. And this poem appears in the collection, the exact name, published in 1965. And this collection contains many poems, and we are going to discuss the poem Philosophy. What is philosophy, and what is the major thematic of this poem? Okay, philosophy is a domain. What is this domain? What does this domain deals with? Abhina, philo means love. Sophie means knowledge. So philosophy means, okay, philosophy means the love for knowledge, a study that studies knowledge. Okay, so it deals with introspection on a particular thing. Okay, so the author Nizzim Ezekiel is going to speak about poetry and philosophy in this particular poem. What is the nature of poetry and what is the nature of philosophy? That is the major concern of Nizzim Ezekiel in the poem. Did you understand that, teachers?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. When we say philosophy, what do philosophers do? They enter into the metaphysical realm and they try to explore it. Metaphysical means thinking is a metaphysical activity, going beyond the physical, in the intellectual realm. So it is in the realm of knowledge. It is in-depth journey into the realm of knowledge. Okay, it is a transcendent space. அப்ப என்ன சொல்றாரு அப்படின்னா, what is philosophy அப்படிங்கிறது போது நேச்சுரலா நம்ம போயம் இப்படிதான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றாரு. There is a place to which I often go, not by planning to, but by a flow away from all existence அப்படின்னு ஒரு லைன் வந்திருக்கு. Okay, to a cold lucidity where will is uncontrolled. Okay, he is speaking about the contemplative space. Okay, Nizzim Ezekiel tells very clearly to the audience that he is a man who is very, very contemplative, a man who travels in the realm of knowledge. Okay, he never plans it, but because of his being, he is into the world of introspection, away from all existence. What is the meaning of the phrase away from all existence? Existence is nothing but preoccupation with the earthly reality. Okay, we are all living in this world. We have our own earthly preoccupation. But sometimes when there is a event, when there is a happening, from this we start philosophizing why it happens to me. அந்த மாதிரி என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? We enter into the realm of thought. So not willingly, but sometimes unplanned. When we face with difficulty, we lose grip of the common sense and we naturally enter into the realm of philosophizing. We enter into the realm of contemplation. Why it happens to me? Why am I here? What am I here for? அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி mysteries பத்தி யோசிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருவோம். The basic questions of philosophy. Who am I? Where did I come from? What am I here for? What is the purpose of my existence? Why do I suffer in this world without doing any mistakes? இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள்லாம் நமக்கு நேச்சுரலா வந்துரும். And he says, this is a cold lucidity. Cold lucidity. What do you mean by, why does he use the word cold lucidity? Lucidity means the quality of being easily understood. But when we say cold lucidity, okay, he means that sometimes this clarity is sometimes clouded. We may not be able to comprehend that reality. in the metaphysical realm. Okay, mysteries cannot be comprehended in full. Where do they come from? Can we get some clear information? Abdina? Clear, categorical, information. We can have only guessing. We can have only hypotheses. We can have only assumptions. நமக்கு அசம்ஷன் தான் இருக்கும். நம்ம இங்க இருந்து வந்திருக்கலாம், கடவுள் நம்மை படைத்து இருக்கலாம். ஆனா நம்ம கேட்டகரிக்கலா சொல்ல முடியுமா அப்படின்னா இல்ல. When there is an argument, we may lose our standpoint in the realm of metaphysics. Did you understand this, teachers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. இப்ப என்ன சொல்ல வராரு அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, நேச்சுரலாவே human beings have the capacity to philosophize, to get into the realm of thinking. அது குவைட் காமனா நடக்கக்கூடிய ஒன்று. இப்ப அந்த வேர்ல்ட் ஆஃப் திங்கிங்ல என்ன சொல்றாரு அப்படின்னா, the mills of God are never slow. This is an expression. It's a beautiful figurative expression. என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, mind starts thinking. It goes very fast. Never slow means it is fast. The mills of God are very fast. Okay, the mind is capable of traveling very faster into the metaphysical realm, but it cannot understand metaphysical mysteries so easily. நம்ம நினைச்ச உடனே அப்படியே the world of thoughtக்குள்ளார போயிடலாம். பட் அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய மிஸ்ட்ரியை நம்மளால புரிஞ்சுக்க முடியுமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா அது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம்தான் அப்படின்னு நமக்கு சொல்றாரு. Come to the next paragraph. Next stanza. The landscape in its geographical prime dissolves. Okay, when you are getting into this metaphysical world, the contemplative space, the geographical locale disappears. The earth disappears. You become preoccupied with your mind. The outer world disappears from your mind, from your thinking. And slowly you are moving towards the quintessential slime. What is this quintessential slime? Quintessential means the perfect or the typical representative of a particular thing. What is this slime? The primordial stuff. You are moving closer to the primordial stuff. This was the efforts made by the first thinkers of the world, the Greek philosophers. You know what was the major preoccupation of the Greek philosophers? They were very much preoccupied with knowledge, with exploration of what is the primal stuff from which existence came into being. இந்த உலகம் எந்த ஸ்டெப்ல எதுல இருந்து வந்தது? Because nothing cannot come out of nothing. They strongly believed it. ஒன்றுமில்லாமையிலிருந்து கடவுள் உலகத்தை படைத்தார் அப்படின்னு சொல்றதெல்லாம் ரிலிஜனுக்கு ஓகே. பட் when it comes to intellect will not accept it. ஏன்னா நமக்கு பேசிக்கா ஒரு பானை வேணும் அப்படின்னா அங்க களிமண் இருக்கணும். அந்த களிமண்ல இருந்து தான் ஒரு குயவன் வந்து பானையை செய்ய முடியும். Intellect will not accept that nothing came out, that is something came out of nothing. என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, we will be moving closer into the quintessential line, the essence of existence பத்தி தேடி நம்ம போய்கிட்டு இருப்போம். Okay, and when we enter into the world of thought, இந்த எக்ஸ்டர்னல் வேர்ல்டுல இருக்கக்கூடிய the million stars start disappearing. Because we are getting into the inner space and we are getting into the transcendence. We are getting into the metaphysical world. I think அப்படி metaphysical worldக்குள்ள இவர் போகும்போது what is the author thinking about? He is scaling the history of the world. He is getting into the historicity of the world. He is getting into the past of the world. And he says every historical age had its own emotion. And what is the dominating emotion? The dominating emotion is sorrow. Every age has its own historical passion and How does he compare that historical passion? As a blink, okay, that happened to the sad eye of time. And there is a beautiful personification. Time is personified into the human body, where there is eye, which is blinking every now and then. Every blink is nothing but an age, and every age has a passion, and this passion is predominantly sorrow. Okay, so sorrow makes one philosophize. நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில ஒரு கஷ்டம் வந்துருச்சுன்னா immediate we close ourselves, we close our eyes and sit and ask, why the suffering? Why am I suffering? Who is I know who is giving the suffering, but why should I suffer? Then why should I exist at all? அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பேசிக்கான கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் நமக்கு வரும். அதை பத்தி தான் இவர் இங்க பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்காரு. Did you understand that, teachers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, as you keep exploring, என்ன நடக்குமா? When you are getting into the metaphysical realm and when you are thinking, there will be a residue. What is that residue? It's called meaning. But residues of meaning still remain. How do they remain? As dark myths meander through the pain towards the final formula of light. You will try to understand the cause for the problem. As you keep exploring, you will reach the realm of light. உங்களுக்கு அங்க ஒரு வெளிச்சம் கிடைக்கும். But that வெளிச்சம் will not give you complete picture of where your problem came from. Okay, when you go into the realm of philosophy, you will be only tempted to go explore further. You will not come to an end point. Okay, idadan Derrida was speaking as endlessly postponing meaning. Okay, which was also very much present in Indian philosophy. It is called the Nethi philosophy. Not this, not this, not this, not this. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி போயிட்டே இருந்து கடைசியா வாட் இஸ் காட் அப்படின்னா இது இல்ல இது இல்ல இது இல்லன்னு ஒவ்வொரு ஆட்ரிபியூட்டையா நீங்க இது கடவுள் இல்ல இது கடவுள் இல்ல இது கடவுள் இல்ல கடவுள் இல்லன்னு சொல்லிட்டே போயிருந்தீங்கன்னா you will not reach the final point, because your life will come to an end in the course of your search. So the final point remains elusive in philosophical research. அத சொல்லிட்டு நமக்கு என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, நீங்க இந்த திங்கிங் வேர்ல்டுக்குள்ளார போயிட்டீங்கன்னா you will not reach the final point, because the final point remains elusive. We will only reach the nearest point to the final point. You have to be happy with it. அப்ப என்ன சொல்றாரு, இந்த மாதிரி சர்ச் பண்றது தேவையில்லாத வேலை சார் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு he says, I too reject this clarity of sight. இந்த மாதிரி philosophical research எனக்கும் ரொம்ப பெரிய அளவுக்கு பிடிக்கிறது இல்ல. But naturally my mind is prone to thinking. What cannot be explained, do not explain. ரொம்ப அழகான ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். It appears to be a very complex sentence, but it is simple. என்ன அப்படின்னு சொல்றாருன்னா, if you don't understand certain thing, try to accept it. Try to accept it. Don't keep on exploring. Okay, there is a very famous song in the church. மாற்ற முடிவதை மாற்றவும், மாற்ற முடியாததை ஏற்கவும். Lord, give me that power to change things that could be changed. When things cannot be changed, let me accept it with humility. This is called common sense. அப்ப என்ன சொல்றாரு? What is more important is common sense. Okay, accept common sense. Don't enter into the world of philosophy, because philosophy will not have an end. Okay, now look at the last statement. An argument against their nakedness that dies of cold to find the truth it brings. என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, philosophy will take you to a certain point and you think that is true, but when there is an argument against it and when your standpoint is proved false, you will be tempted to go explore further. Instead of straining yourself much, accept what your common sense says. Accept what human feelings tell you, what your instinct tells you, and be happy with it. because you need not strain much. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி he is speaking about the importance of intuition. Did you understand that, teachers?
Yes, sir.
கொஞ்சம் டஃப்பான போயம் தான், but you can very well understand. என்ன அப்படின்னா, philosophy is in the realm of metaphysics. Philosophical truth are likely to be changing because it is based on assumption. It will be always going after truth, but we cannot reach truth because in the postmodern world, there is an understanding that truth is relative. It is not one, but many. You can only reach the various dimensions of truth. You cannot reach truth because truth is God. God cannot be reached. Once you reach God, God will cease to exist. நீங்க அந்த கடவுளை நெருங்கிட்டேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா நீங்க தான் கடவுள். அப்ப கடவுள் will cease to exist. You and I don't have that ability to explore the truth completely. And philosophy tries to reach the truth. There are different types of truth. Okay, linguistic truth, then sociological truth, psychological truth, epistemic truth. அந்த மாதிரி பலவிதமான ட்ரூத் இருக்கு. So we only reach the various dimensions. We cannot reach the center point. அப்படிங்கிறதா இவருடைய point. Okay, so we will end this discussion here.